Welcome to the DORKLAIR Collecting live stream. We've got a very special Glyos episode. I think technically this is our episode 4 of the Glyos series. Stef is back with me. What's up, Stef?
Hey, happy to be here.
And today we've got Pat, is it Bussey or Bussey? Bussey, okay. Pat Bussey. That's what I thought. And somebody else said Bussey recently, and I
get both of them, so I answered both.
Yeah,
I don't even.
Yes. Yep. So BioMasters Pat over here.
Hello.
What's going on, man? And we got Cappy of CappySpace. Welcome.
Hello, thank you.
And we've got Dan Suarez of Paleolords, the upcoming Glyos line. What's going on, Dan?
Is that why I don't recognize you yet?
Awesome.
Thanks for having me, guys.
And all of you are going to be at LegionsCon, right?
Yes, sir. That's the plan.
Yep.
That's great. That's awesome. So Four Horsemen put out that that LegionsCon, like this is LegionsCon documentary, and if anybody hasn't watched it yet, I highly recommend it. It's fantastic. Like just like it's almost like for, I guess it's for both. Like it's for everyone, but I feel like it's almost intended audience is people who have never been there, and it's like this is why when you hear people talking about LegionsCon for like, you know, the post LegionsCon conversations start right after LegionsCon and they last for 6 months, and then the next 6 months is pre-LegionsCon conversations. Like we never stop talking about LegionsCon, and this is why, you know, and this is a great video, like to kind of demonstrate essentially why that happens.
They talk about it in that video, you feel when you're there. So like the whole time I was watching, I was like,
I was right over there.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. You feel like you could be like right there in any one of those like little clips of like the hallways and the lobby and the show floor and all that.
I think they cut me out. You know,
you have to be real elusive to navigate Bradaway. You know, Bradaway.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Bradaway. That's actually
Bradaway.
Yeah.
I did it very good. Well, I should say.
All right, let's check in with the chat. Let's see who's here. We got Freaks Figures, Device Mode Delay. I'm going to see a lot of new names here. I think like the Glyos crowd is going to come in, and I'm going to see some new names here. Evil Stick, Chud Babies, Micah Cleary, Bill English. What's up? Let's see. Uninformed Bayesian, Ven, Mecha Rekka, Mike V, Mech Oriv? Mechorive?
Yeah, I say Mecha Drive, but there's totally not a D in his name. But,
Mechorive.
Let's see who else. Benji is in the house. Benji just recently said that he's going to be able to make it to LegionsCon, so I'm psyched. I like hanging out with Ben. Charlie Squared. Nathan. Who else do we have? Pink Lemonade, Kevin Dufresne. I think it was Kevin who was sharing his shelves, and I bought the same shelves, and they're awesome. And I'm in the middle of like setting all my Glyos up on that shelf. Anthony Hausiel. Verde. Christopher. King Castle Sieger. Who else we got here? Dave Orkin.
Hi.
Cursed Iron Pipe. Mr. Pissed.
wait. What did Cursed Iron Pipe say about Paleolords?
Paleolord just flew
They're
out
out
of my
there.
house. Y'all stay
The
safe.
truth is out there.
All right.
Then we had Mr. Pissed. An actual tinker. Christopher Bouchard. And that's everybody. Welcome, everybody.
I know a lot of those names, Bill. You got a huge Glyos turnout here.
Nice.
Good.
That's awesome.
And if you guys are at LegionsCon, come by and say hi to us. Let us know who you are by your face. We want to see you.
Yeah. How do you like being in that space now? You've done it 2 years. Or no, last year was the first year you're in that space. This is your second year in that spot. How do you like that spot?
That's
It was awesome. Yeah, it
that was
was
the best spot
It
yet.
was the first year in this spot. It was great. I liked it.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Right. This would be my first LegionsCon, but you guys have. This is the second one you've done, isn't it?
Mm-hmm. Second one we've done, but the first one in the room,
Right.
And it was amazing. Just seeing everybody come through was awesome, because you see a lot of names when you're doing all this stuff, but you know, putting a face to the name helps me, you know. So I love it. It's awesome.
We're visual people.
Yeah,
makes sense.
And I like that you're in a nook.
Mm-hmm.
So you're in like a space that kind of curves around rather than just a line of tables where like it just feels like you're kind of taking turns and walking down the line. But that nook makes it feel like a little bit more of a hangout over there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm excited for Cappy to be there. There's been kind of this running joke where the last 2 years I've been kind of running his table, and people will come up and be like, "Oh, are you Cappy?"
The elusive.
And sometimes I would tell them yes. But
Yeah.
we'll get the real deal this time.
Yeah. Dan had the nerve to come up with his own product line, so he can't hawk my wares anymore. Unbelievable.
I know. I'm sorry.
I'll never have a
See what
I'll never have a
happens when
booth
you
day as good as you, Dan.
Christopher Negri says, this is the first time I've seen Cappy since New York Comic Con, maybe 2013 or 2012.
That sounds about right. It's been a long time since I was at New York. You know, before we fired up, Dan was talking about, or I'm sorry, Bill was talking a little bit about what he likes about LegionsCon and how people talk about it before the event and after the event. And that reminded me that Glyos has, the first Glyos events I went to were San Diego Comic Con, believe it or not.
Wow.
And and as an organization following Matt around, they've just moved. Then we moved to New York, and then we moved to PowerCon, and always looking as San Diego blew up, and then New York Comic Con blew up. Always looking for a smaller convention that's more intimate, more user friendly, and I'm very excited to go to LegionsCon because from everything I hear, it's it's going to be
Less
Legions
intimidating.
less intimidating and more laid back. Yeah.
Yeah.
And you don't have to log in 30 minutes just getting from the front doors to your booth.
Yeah, it is nice and small spatially, you know, there's no, and I don't know, are you guys staying at that hotel or are you
That's
staying
classified information.
Because if you're staying at that hotel, there's almost no reason to leave. And now that there's a Dunkin' Donuts right next, like in the parking lot, like there's literally no need to leave.
Wait, where's their Dunkin' Donuts?
They built one in the parking lot, essentially. Yeah.
Oh, so you only have to drive like
it's like right next door
to get to.
Yeah, you don't. Yeah, so like if you want to get a breakfast sandwich, you don't have to go across the highway to what is it? What's over there? I forget the grocery store.
Wegmans.
Yeah.
Looking forward to that. You know, Dunkin's has left the West Coast. I'm a Seattle boy.
Oh, really?
We don't. Maybe in California, but we don't have Dunkin's in Washington State anymore. So I'll patronize.
Did the Starbucks empire
We're going every day.
boot them out?
My guess would be Starbucks crushed them. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
Perfect.
Yeah, it's a gas station. It's a gas station in Dunkin' Donuts. Yep.
Sweet.
Awesome.
It's like when you walk out, it's over to the right. I looked at the map.
Okay.
Mecco.
All right, sorry, I derailed you there, Bill, with my talk about conventions. Actually, it was Chris Boglen's fault. So we try to blame things on him as often as we can.
Mecco says the last PowerCon hosted was my Glyos intro, so that would have been 2023.
Mm-hmm.
Patrick was super awesome and welcoming.
Well, hello.
I bought 2 Biomutants and 1 of everything else from Yayville. I wish I found the Glyos table earlier in the show.
Yeah. We were tucked away back there, but it was awesome. It was fun.
Nice.
Yeah.
And they're coming back.
PowerCon.
That's a little news is that PowerCon is going to host a like a
saw that.
Motu specific show in 2025, and then they're going to have the general PowerCon toy show in 2026.
Where's it going to be this time?
Ohio still.
Okay.
Cool.
Yeah.
Very cool.
So
I drove 10 hours straight one time. That was the last time I'll drive 10 hours long.
to go to PowerCon.
Yeah. Yes. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's funny because that year, after that show,
Mm-hmm.
Chris and Larry and I were like, we're definitely got to get together and go to that
Yeah.
PowerCon in 2024.
Aw.
And then they didn't do it. Chris
No.
Chris came to LegionsCon, which was amazing because I had never seen these guys in person.
No?
I still have not met Larry in person.
Aw.
But yeah, so I got to hang out with Chris the whole weekend at LegionsCon last year. But maybe we can plan for 2026, or I guess 2027 would be the next like general PowerCon. So we got a super chat from Matt. Matt and Cappy are the best, just like all Glyos people.
Yeah, we'll give you that $5 later.
Dan
That's
will
your
earn
discount.
that honor once his line starts dropping.
that's right. Sadly, Dan is not the best.
The worst, actually.
Sure, we try to hide Dan as much as we can.
Yeah, you saw what was happening in the pre-show, Bill. You know what's happening.
Speaking of Matt Stein, I think everybody should check out his table at LegionsCon,
Definitely.
especially if you like Glyos. You'll be. Let me just say this: you'll be furious with yourself if you missed that.
Well, we can. I think we can talk about that a little bit. Do you want to do that now, Bill?
He's
Sure.
13 customs,
about-
right?
He's 13Z Customs, but he's
That's
not sharing a table with Anthony at Toy Forge.
Yeah.
And Anthony's bringing some customized stuff he's put together. And Pat, help me elucidate what this is. He's taken the classic Battle Tribes heads Anthony has and upscaled them as Legion's heads. So you can plug them in. He'll have blanks and painted. And so it's for me it's an interesting / exciting merging of Glyos and Legions. It's
Sure.
I'm fascinated to see the two fan bases start interacting, and this is because there's a lot of similarities really in the groups. Obviously, Legions is a lot larger, but the big one being the modularity that you can pop and swap. And I don't have all the Legions figures. In fact, I probably only have 20 or so, but they've all been popped and swapped.
Yeah.
That's what I love about them. Anyway, so yes, speaking of Matt Stein and Glass, we blame it on Matt. I think it's Matt's idea, and he went to Anthony Toy Forge.
Yeah.
And he'll have some Battle Tribes crossover stuff at Legion scale, 6-inch scale. But then he's got, what does he call that? The short little, basically the head holder.
I forget the name of it. Matt, what does he call that little stubby guy?
The guy or the head?
Well, Anthony's on here too. He can answer.
Oh, is it? Yeah, Anthony's here. Yeah.
Anthony,
By the way, while they're
head
typing
There we
that in,
go.
I just want to point out the little roller coaster you took Matt on. And when you said, "I think we can talk about it," he goes, "No, not yet." Oh, that. Yes.
Perfect. Intriguing.
Oh, the Forge friend. There it is. Forge friend. Forge buddy.
No, it was the Forge Buddy. What's the Forge
Buddy.
friend?
Forge
You're
friend.
making stuff up, Anthony. You said Forge Buddy.
Forge babies.
Buddy.
Forge
Yeah,
friend. Okay.
Well, he's saying Forge friend is right.
We
yeah.
got to go with Anthony because it's his product. So.
The double F.
Yeah, it has a ring to it. Anyway, that's exciting news. That it'll help the Legions guys step into Battle Tribes, and it'll keep Matt Stein busy. Hopefully, keep him off the floor and behind his table.
He's been busy. He just posted like a whole handful. It looked like 8 skeletons, just a handful of
I
just
saw that.
patina painted
Tina.
skeletons.
The skeleton.
Return of Patina. Yeah.
So I feel like he's going to have a lot at his table based on what he's been posting lately.
Probably doing it right now.
He's
Oh,
over
was
there
he?
like
I got it.
Bronzing as we speak.
Only one type
He's got
of
8. Yeah.
time. 8 patinas.
There
Awesome.
you go. Okay, so let's just briefly share I wanted to just share the map and just like talk about like, we talked about LegionsCon and the map and stuff, but specifically about the Glyos. So like you have the main room, and that first year, you guys were down here along this. This is like the back wall, right?
Mhm.
And then last year, they moved you. They have this new room, which is the Armory Experience room, and then they have some of the kind of like the studio friends and like the kind of core like studio people here, along with the Glyos creators over in this kind of like nook right here, which is awesome because what happens is you go either you enter here and you go to the Armor Experience and you cash out over here, and then you're right by the Glyos stuff, or you go into the store and you shop around for the Four Horsemen product, and then you check out over here and you're at the Glyos area. So
Yeah, that was cool.
It's got a good flow of people like
Mhm.
coming in and out.
Definitely.
Yeah, and we can look at the list of everyone.
Yeah,
So
I
it's going
haven't
to be
seen the list.
Onel, Mark Spitfigs, Spaced Out, Raw Shark, Toyfinity, Toy Pizza, Cappy, BioMasters, God Beast, Funkatello, Manor Monster, and Paleoids or Paleolords?
Paleolords.
Paleolords.
Paleoids is not a thing then, right? Or is it?
No.
No,
Not for
it
me
sounds like a
anyway.
disease. Pale lords. Paleo.
Whatever you do, you don't want to get paleoids.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
I texted Matt about that. Well,
I went to Vegas once and came back with paleoids.
Yeah, so that's cool. I just wanted to point that out. So when you're at the show, the entry is essentially like over kind of here in this area. Can you guys see my cursor moving around?
Mhm.
It's kind of over here, and then the lobby's like over here, and then there's a hallway down, and then you enter that. It's kind of like the first thing, and then you keep going along this hallway, and you get to the other entry for the Armor Experience, and then pretty much there, the rest of that hallway is down into the hallway people. Like all these guys along the bottom here are in that space, and that wraps around, and the whole ballroom is sort of all in this like side over here, and then this hallway wraps around. So it is a nice tight kind of space. It's easy to navigate.
Yeah. And we're in a spot where we just get to look in the store all day going, I want that.
Right.
But I'm usually broke within the first like little bit. So,
I'd be checking out all the different builds that people are doing with the Armory Experience.
Yeah. That'd be cool.
yeah, this year's Armory Experience is really
Wicked.
awesome. Like I'm gonna get in trouble. So,
You have tails now.
yeah, it's gonna be amazing.
Mm-hmm.
So
too.
Look who joined us. Marty's here.
oh hello.
Marty will be on next week.
Yeah. Awesome.
All right, let me pull that one down and pull this one up. All right, so let's talk
there
about
you go.
let's talk about your stuff. So,
Oof.
Pat,
Yes.
what do you got going on?
All right, so we just had a drop last week. So we have brand new mutant. We have the Shadow Mutant and the Shadow Rook. Those are like lower paint build options, so they're a little cheaper, so people can grab a bunch of them and build with them. And then we dropped Orion, who is sort of like the main character of my BioMasters story.
Mm-hmm. I was just wondering when you were going to make that too.
Yeah, he's been a big part of the story, like brewing in the background. And so we dropped a little comic from Dylan Wheelock. He helped illustrate it. And
did I not put the comic in here?
I don't know. I didn't send the comic.
Oh, okay. All right.
You're thinking of my comic.
Yeah,
Dylan
you
does
sent
a
me.
lot of
That's
work
right,
for us.
Cappy. You
Yeah,
sent.
he's got it. So Dylan's been doing a little bit of work with both of us. we've got a lot of little hidden gems in a lot of our stories.
Mhm.
So he's kind of a main character, and you'll see him pop in and out of the stories moving forward. So we made him. He's like all plussed up. Here he is, like after
with the accessory kit, right?
with the accessory kit.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's all
he's
decked
big.
out. So this is like a story midpoint. So this is after he gets his arm crushed. So he's got all the gear on to cover that up.
Nice.
And then right there in the front, that's the goblinoid. So that's a combination of the mutant and like new parts to make the goblinoid. And then
Goblinoid's also something you don't want to catch in Vegas.
no. And
That's why I caught Paleolords, because I hooked up with Goblinoid.
that needs to be on a
contagious.
shirt.
He's wicked. I
Hooked
love
up with a
him.
goblinoid and got. So one of the cool things is that goblinoid, those colors match the original mutant, the standard mutant.
Mhm.
So all the gear, seamlessly flows between those figures, which is a lot of fun.
Nice.
So we didn't kind of like show that off earlier, but so that was all stuff that came out in the last drop. So
Now I have a question.
Mhm.
There's like you have like 2 stores, and like one of them shows Orion sold out, and one of them shows Orion still available. Are
So-
there 2 different like inventories or something?
No, we just have a total poop show of a store, the last drop. So something happened during our last drop in the coding. We updated something and it just cratered the store. And it looked like everything was fixed, and then it went live. So first of all, thanks everybody who weathered the bumps and followed the links and shared them with people so that you guys could get your toys. We're hoping to like try something new for the next go around, but I don't know what happened. So we've contacted everybody. We've been looking in the back end, and we're just trying to figure that out.
So which one is correct? The one that shows them all still in stock, or the one that shows some of them sold out?
So Orion is sold out, and so is the
Okay.
Reaper kit. The Goblinoids, there's only a few left, so they're going to go pretty soon. So they're
Right.
next up, and then the Graviton kit is close after that. So those won't last too much longer either, I don't think.
Let me just point out Mr. Pissed here is a new member and dropped a $20 super
Whoa.
chat.
Dang.
Thank you. Looking forward to seeing you guys next
Hey.
week.
Good job, Mr.
Very
Prince.
generous. Thank you.
Awesome.
So will I be able to see these at LegionsCon?
I think the only thing that'll be left is the Shadow Mutant, and we might bring a few of those.
Okay.
Yeah, but don't worry, we're gonna have some more colorways coming with him soon. Oh,
Oh.
And what might this be?
so that is our teaser for the show. We call this guy the Morphoid, and you'll just have to wait to see him in full. But it's a brand new figure, and he's
Nice.
going to be unleashed at LegionsCon, and
Yeah.
he's probably one of the weirdest things we've done so far. So he's yeah.
Very
I like
cool.
him.
Yeah.
Looking forward to seeing that.
Patrick, can I talk about your universe a little bit?
Yeah.
So something I learned actually very recently is that, well, the biomass monsters are out there infecting the universe for terrible reasons.
Yeah.
Now, after the monster, Pat put out the mutant, and then there's the Orion, and I gave him a hard time about why Orion didn't have an M name, especially since I happen to know that the Morphoids were coming. And Pat tells me it's because it's based on whether or not they've been infected by the biomass monsters.
Yeah.
So Orion is a named character, but of course there'll be other orcoids coming along.
Yeah.
But they are they're on the side of right, fighting the good fight.
Mhm.
Pat's next drop at LegionsCon will not disappoint anybody who is a Pat Bussey fan.
Yeah.
This creature has been infected,
Mhm.
and it's true to its name. It's designed to morph and blend with just about anything Pat has dropped.
Yeah.
it's a very exciting release. You can have your story back, Pat.
Yeah, we've got a big long story going, but you're just seeing bits and pieces of it as we do the drops. So we'll jump around and stuff, but yeah, there's a little bit of a rhyme and a reason to a lot of the characters and stuff. So it's pretty awesome, and he's like the next evolution in some of that. So
I feel like I say this every single new figure you have, but this truly is probably my favorite thing that you've designed and put out. Like, I'm so excited to get this guy. He's absolutely nuts. I mean, some of my favorite pieces that I've seen. He looks so cool.
Oh, thank you. Yeah,
Seems a little taller, maybe a little bit.
He's a little taller. He's
More
about
upright.
He's about
Well,
Orient.
upright. That's a better way to put it. Yeah.
He's about Orient size. But speaking of
Here,
size,
let me pull this. You want to show some stuff?
yeah. So I'll show you. So this is
Oh, yeah.
Orient next to a standard Battle Tribes figure.
Mm-hmm.
And
Yes, I like that.
in my world, like the Battle Tribes scale is humanoid scale, and he's in scale with like a Battle Tribes guy. If that's a human,
Okay.
this is how big he really is.
All right.
Sweet.
Okay. And then just a little bit of a teaser. One of the Morphoid's arms, they basically follow the same Glyos pattern as the Battle Tribes figures. So you can take their arms and everything. So
Use your versatility.
So
Yeah.
that's a little
Yeah,
sneak,
little
sneak peek of the
Little sneak
Morphoid
peek.
parts. Okay.
yeah, so that's the scale.
Cool.
That's the scale for him, and then the Morphoid's about Orient size. So he's pretty big. He's a pretty big boy.
Cool.
Very good. I really like Orient.
Nathan Mabry has been paying attention. He's asked a couple questions.
Yeah.
One, he wants to know if the Morphoid is the what we call the little guy in the comic, and the answer to that is no.
Yeah.
He's talking about the buddy.
Oh, which the one-eyed guy in the bar?
No, Orion's buddy with the
Oh
teeth.
no.
Yeah, so that's not a Morphoid. And then the other question he asked was, is the Goblinoid infected or not?
Yes. So in the story, not every single infected creature is evil, but they are all infected. So this version of him is infected. So he has the containment suit. So there are versions of the Goblinoids that are pre.
What were you just holding up? Sorry.
Oh, I just had the little Goblinoid up.
Oh, okay, right. Yeah.
So some of the races, they get kidnapped and then they get experimented on. So some of the Goblinoid figures will be pre-infection, and then some of them are infected or twisted. So he is a twisted one. Yeah.
Sick.
Yeah.
Cool. Let's Cappy, tell us who this is, and then we're going to introduce your giveaway.
This is a beautiful segue, Bill. Did you go to school for this kind of thing?
You did.
This is a nice segue because this is a CappySpace release. It's a CappySpace colorway, but it's actually one of Pat's figures. It's the mutant with all the tech parts. So I just call it the mutant robot. It is part of the Torn legacy, which is a whole. Do you want to talk about more on this show?
Sure. Yeah. I mean, I am still a Glyos toddler when it comes to lore. So everything you say, like it's going to be new to me. So I'm totally down with it.
Most of my figures have lore in the back of my head. It doesn't all get published. I think all creatives are that way.
Mm-hmm.
But the Torn, the purple wave, it started with the Yay Cray, which are Crayboth, which is how I got my start in the store. Crayboth that may or may not be similar to animated bears that represent emotions and feelings of various bright colors. And the Yay Cray grew because people enjoy the bright colors. Pat and I enjoy the bright colors. this is something I've always wanted. My mission statement, as it were, is to make the toys I want. So Pat and I like bright colors. So the Yay Cray were popular. So, and I liked them. So we expanded that, and we ran a few pink characters, and we established a planet called Yayville. And those characters have caught on. The problem with when I released the Yay Cray, they had literally a nemesis. Marty Hansen's the God Beast nemesis figure. He let me drop one of those. His name is Cornix, which could be translated as someone without a heart. And he's purple and red, like you see this robot up here. And he is the arch nemesis of the Yay Cray. So as Pat and I built up the Yayville side of things, it's like, well, now he's getting outnumbered. So that's why I came up with the purple drop. We call them the Tauren because they're torn from the genetic creche of. Anyway, it's a long story.
They don't have a heart.
Exactly. So this guy is one of the Tauren. So he's on the side of Cornix, the nemesis with no heart. And we have featured this one in this show today, Bill. Do you want to take it away?
Yeah. So we need a hashtag.
That's Stef's job, I think.
Torn something. What are we going to do for a hashtag?
Torn heart.
Torn heart. All right.
Yes.
Torn
Great.
heart. Okay, let me put a banner up.
These boots are sick. I love it.
Torn heart.
Love big boots.
Me too.
And let me share this tab.
Like I've seen similar parts, but it's also reimagined. And very good. Good job.
All right, torn heart.
Yes. I'm gonna...
And banner. Torn heart there. There we go. And while you're talking, I want to pull you up top, Cappy, so that if you want to show stuff, I can make you big very quickly.
Show and tell.
All right, so Torn Heart, we got entries coming in. That checks out. Let me pull that down and pull this back up. All right, so we'll let that run. Talk through your stuff, and then we'll run another one when you're done talking.
Okay. Boy. So yeah, we've got this guy. He comes with a little buddy. That's available in the store now.
Mm-hmm.
I think what people really want to know is what's coming to LegionsCon. This is definitely the year of debuts at LegionsCon. Pat's bringing the Morphoid. I will be bringing a new version of the Mischievers.
Okay.
Everybody's favorite, the Mischiever. He gets a new look, which we're not going to reveal on this show, but we might give him a teaser. We have a couple comic panels, again, done by Dylan Wheelock. Oh, this is, yeah.
I just wanted to
The Colossus.
just point out that there's some other colorways. I forgot I added those. Yeah.
Thank you for hyping me.
Oh, this is my favorite. I think this one.
Right. So this is it's a teaser comic, and we will let you guys have a sneak peek of the first two panels of this teaser comic. It's not the whole story. This actually is the end of the previous comic, and it's the beginning of the current comic because it's overlap.
Company.
So thank you for the voice. That was perfect.
Drama.
We'll do the whole rest of the show in that voice.
So this gives you a little hint of what the next Mischiever might be. And if you want to flip the page for me, Bill, maybe even a bigger hint of what he might be.
Yeah.
So there you
Horns,
go.
I like horns. Yeah. Yes.
You'll get horns.
Nice.
Yeah.
So that will be the CappySpace debut at LegionsCon 2025.
Looking forward to it. And so
Excited.
you're going to hold that back until LegionsCon? Or are you going to
Yes.
do some more teasers before? Or you're just gonna like drop it on the table at LegionsCon?
We'll drop some more teasers, but the full
Okay.
reveal won't happen until somebody walks in, takes a picture of the table, and posts it online.
Nice.
How's that for a challenge?
Wow. Wow. I like that. I like that. I like
Now we're gonna start having
we're gonna have
a
secret ops
line.
now.
You know, there's a line to do the armory, and there's a line for the store. There's gonna be a line for the Glyos section now.
There's going to be
Yeah,
a lot
we hope so.
of stuff there this time, and it's going to be amazing because a lot of people are bringing new stuff.
Yep.
Are
So,
they? That's great.
And we will have some other. We've got a colorway that. There we go. I think people will recognize and enjoy.
Oh, let me do this.
Oh yeah.
There we go. So the Draga is going to be showing up in Impborn. You guys might think it's Buildborn, but it's not because he's a Mischievor. It's the Impborn colorway.
Nice.
With the bigger head. I like it.
Yeah, well, it's big because you know how
It
cameras
feels
are.
big. I don't know.
No, he is big.
Forced into his body. I like
head.
that though.
He's definitely bigger than the Phibian. His body's bigger and he's got the oversized head because he's a dragon. And I'll have a couple other Impborn colorway figures there as well.
Oh, nice.
Sweet.
See, that's the Buildborn color is the color I have the most of like across all the different lines and stuff. Like I have a ton of that, and I kind of very specifically dove into that colorway as like my like build library of like a certain colorway that can go with a lot of things.
Right, and you touch exactly on the beauty of Glyos is you can have figures, action figures, or they're buildable.
Yeah.
And we as the makers, well, me as originally a fan, still a fan, like it when there's one color across a bunch of molds, so you can do crazy builds. And this is why, and we do talk amongst each other, and we get hints and tips from each other on who's dropping what, who's running what color. And I'm like, yeah, it's time to get the Mischievers into this steel colorway, so they can do some wicked stuff.
Yeah.
That tracks because my fodder bin, Glyos, is all color. Like I don't keep it specific to the character, you know.
Mhm.
For,
You have bins of color.
like resell. Yeah. So it's gone from a Lego container now to my mythic you know. So yeah, but I love that. And I identify it right away, you know, which is good.
keep a giant bowl of parts on my desk
You
in the
said
office.
that. You
And
said
I literally
that.
just
and I
all
haven't
day
tried it yet.
I'm just
I'm
working
like,
away, and then I grab
My OCD can't do it. I don't know, but I'm going to do it.
Yeah,
I'm
just
going to try that.
pick a colorway like that, and you
Okay.
just take all of it apart, throw it in a bucket, and you just every once in a while you just put a couple pieces together,
Play.
and then throughout the week you got something awesome.
I'm
Okay,
kind
that's
of
my
with
homework.
Stef. I like to start with a figure and morph him and build him up. Pat's a little more random.
Yep.
But that's why we get along. I don't know if your Legions folks know that, but Pat and I do a lot of collaboration. He is responsible for the base concept of the Mischievor and its look.
Nice.
I was telling someone somewhere that every Mischievor has two heads. A Pat head with teeth and a Cappy head without teeth.
Oh,
That's our running joke. Yeah.
Well, it's not a joke. I mean, you look at the first one, the frog has no teeth, and the piranha has teeth. But no, the piranha's on the Draga. The bat has teeth.
Yep.
And it's an example of I love it because Pat and I are actually fairly different people, but we complement each other, and I just love collaborating with Pat because we are so different, but we seem to be able to
spark new things in each other way. With the
he frustrates me with his randomosity, but once he gets something together, I'll come in and edit the heck out of it.
And Cappy constrains me, so that's also a good thing. So
it's like
madness has some boundaries.
Yeah, no one will buy this, Pat. You got to tone it down.
No, you don't know that yet.
Anyway, sorry, where were we? We were talking about the Buildborn colorway, and to me, it exemplifies some of the Glyos concepts of swappability, buildability.
It's true, Marty.
And Can we kick this guy out? Is there a way to
Mods?
do that? Anyway, so that's my LegionsCon spiel. Is that I've got a new figure and the Impborn wave.
Yay! I can't
Awesome.
wait to see it.
You know, and you mentioning how like you know, picking a colorway and building and like that's really in the spirit of it. I also think that what you say with you and Pat and just having that collaborative relationship is really also what Glyos is all about in the creative side, you know?
Yeah, that's very true, Bill. It really is. It's always been a family ever since I went to my first SDCC, San Diego Comic-Con, and Matt was there. And, you know, I'd had email exchanges with him because we didn't have phones yet. And he's very personable. He makes you feel very literally like part of the family.
Mm.
And that as we've grown, the Glyos community has grown, that feeling has stuck there.
It's good. Well, it
Yeah,
shows
he's
in
the
your
kind of-
work.
Kind of person where
does.
like you meet him and you know him for a couple months. Like I've known him for a couple months basically because I only met him a little while back, but then I feel like I've known him for years, you know, that kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
He
Yep.
does that.
Well, he's one of those guys that you meet and he's genuine.
Yeah.
Like, you know, I mean, I don't want to say anything nice about Marty because he's listening. But Marty's kind of the same. Like, you meet those guys, and you know them. Like you feel, you know, they're not full of crap. You know, when you talk
They're
to
not
them,
pretentious.
they're not
It seems
pretentious.
There you go.
I hate that.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Yeah.
You get what you get, and they're
Yeah.
just awesome people to be around. You know, so.
All right, so let's do the first giveaway. So I'm going to pull this back up. We got 39 entries. So just I pulled that hashtag down. So just a reminder if people weren't there at first, hashtag torn heart for the torn
Robot.
what is it? The robot?
Yeah, torn robot. I put a lot of thought
Robot
into
with
that.
no heart.
It
was torn. It's not. He doesn't have one. He was ripped
this
out
guy
of it.
right here.
There you go.
Torn robot. And we're up to 42. And last call. 3, 2, 1. Good luck, everyone. The winner can email me at podcast@dorklair.com, and then I'll forward just make sure you send me your address. Kevin Dufresne. Nice.
Congrats.
Send me your address. I mean, I don't know. Are you in touch with Kevin, Cappy? Maybe he can just send it directly to you. I don't know if you are.
Let's use the official channel.
Okay, so Kevin, send me your address to podcast@dorklair.com, and I will forward that over to Cappy, and he will send that to you. All right. So now
Congratulations.
Now we need another hashtag. Same figure, right?
Yep, same figure.
You're giving away two?
Giving away two.
I'm giving away two because they're so fun to build with.
So generous. That's awesome.
While Stef brainstorms on hashtags, I just wanted to comment. One of the things about Pat's figures, Pat Bussey is a master of color blocking and color in general. And he kind of touched on it when he was showing the Goblinoid that it matches one of his first mutants.
Yeah.
But there's always something that ties them together. And this goes back to the random parts in the bowl idea that if you tore apart a bunch of mutants and you drew in different colorways, he's always got they tend to blend and match. I don't know where I was going with that.
Well, I was gonna say, there's usually a through line between a few drops. So like there'll be a matching red or a color that usually carries through a couple of drops. And I mean, I didn't invent that. I stole that from Matt. You know, he does that from time to time too. So like, it's cool to see those things come in, and the figure will feel new.
Mhm.
Yeah, the figure feels new because there might be some new colors, but we touch on old ones so that it flows into the new design.
Mhm.
Yep.
And so we added a new color with the goblinoid, but all the rest of it is tied to another one. So when you put it all together, it just flows. So
All right,
Cappy,
Steph.
you put me on the spot, Cappy. I
Yeah,
haven't thought of anything
you had
clever yet.
time. They gave you time.
I
You just
really
listened to
did.
them, and all right, you got anything?
hashtag no ideas.
I don't know. Mech heart. I don't know. MECH. That's dumb. Wait.
No, we got it. Mech heart's totally
Yeah.
fine. So let
We
me
have to
put
have
that up.
No heart.
Mech heart,
All right.
and I'll put the banner on the bottom as well.
Might I add that was the color of my hair choice selection at last LegionsCon. I had that red and that purple. So it's beautiful. I like it.
So,
I like to
show
see
that
myself
there.
in everything. Why not?
That
Right?
would be beautiful. Yes.
What Glyos color are you going to wear this year?
You see it, purple. it was what it was, and then a couple months ago, and then they made a zombie with purple hair, so
Yeah.
I'm just sticking with
Yeah.
it.
Oh, yeah.
No, I don't have to make up any decisions. This is very easy.
We like.
Well, no,
purple.
you got to make a decision. You got for the figure itself, which of the outfits you're gonna have it wearing. Or
And
you're
of
gonna
course,
get
I already
you get
have like a plaid skirt, right? So,
Yeah.
like, I just
You
fit
can
into it.
cosplay as yourself at LegionsCon.
Yeah, makes it simple. Yeah.
Okay, so while that's running, so hashtag mechheart.
I love that. What is that? Like a teal blue? Or not even a teal. It's like a icy frost.
Almost a
I like that a lot.
Yeah, I've spent a couple years trying to name that color.
It's almost like greenish. It's hue. It's not even.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And it just pops that way very nicely.
And it's one of those that changes color in the sunlight and the, or a cloudy day.
Ooh.
Yeah, so part of the reason it's hard to name. Sometimes it'll look more greenish. Sometimes it'll look more teal.
Yeah, I love that.
There's baby blue. Maybe this is baby teal.
Ooh, I like that.
He's got baby teal boots.
Yeah,
but he can be almost infected because he's got that green.
Yeah, and I wanted to make sure people saw that there's other figures, in the colorway, up on your site right now still.
Yeah, some of them are sold out.
Oh, are these two sold out?
No, the ones you're showing are all in stock.
Okay,
still.
cool.
But there are sold out figures.
Oh, I got to get that.
Someone was asking about that. It's a frustration of PayPal that it'll let you put it in the cart, even though it says paid and even though it says sold out. But once you go to checkout, PayPal will say, "Hey, that doesn't really exist."
Okay.
So if it says sold out on the front of the store page, then it is in fact sold out.
Yeah.
It's a nice power pad there. I like that. Sick.
Yeah, this is. Yep, exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Okay. In the comics. Oh, but by the way, there's some little sneaky guys in the back there. If anybody didn't notice.
I have so many questions, but I can't ask it because I just feel like it'll just, I don't know, allude to something. But there are things I've seen in your comic. I'm like, when is that coming up? I don't see that yet.
Well, that mace that erupts from or is sticking up from the sand shows up in the Reaper kit. I think everybody's seen that by now.
Mm-hmm.
Well, and if you were at LegionsCon last year, we had we hid some things in our banners last year. I mean, Ori and yeah, he was on the banner last year. Just took us a while to get him out.
Oh, nice.
But yeah, so I like having fun with the comics.
Yeah, I like that.
All right, and
all right,
moving on to Dan.
Dan's up.
Yeah, so this is a look at Paleolords, a new upcoming Glyos line. If you've been to the last couple of LegionsCons, if you've been to one or two other shows in the last 2 years, you've probably seen this on the Glyos table. It has taken some time to get it from, you know, starting out with it all the way up to production. But that time has kind of let us expand the project. And what started as just this one set of basically minifigures with a little base and a ship to kind of give you like the ability to make these little scenes and almost like movie posters or sci-fi and fantasy book covers was kind of the goal.
Brilliant. Yeah.
It's really ballooned into a fairly large offering of potential items. So we've got in this set here, the main character is the little trooper in the center. He's an ARC ship aeronaut, and he's just crash landed on this primordial planet. And as soon as he comes out of the ship, he's just swarmed with all sorts of creatures. We've got a Dimetrodon. We've got carnivorous plants. There's like a bubbling like pool of acid. And so there's a lot going on just with this, you know, just with these few guys. But then there's a lot more that we kind of have planned as well. There's stuff that I guess we can say that, you know, it's been a long time coming, but we do have a few things that have test shots. Like we've got test shots from the factory of just a couple of guys, which very, very exciting. We got the aeronaut, which was in that picture you just saw. We've got a robot of the ancients, or Rhoda, as we call them. And this little Dimetrodon, who has a really, really neat, like he has like a slithering joint system where he can kind of do like alligator walks and stuff. And these guys will be at LegionsCon in something of a preview pack, sort of advertising that we are very close to launching a Kickstarter for this more expansive line that we have planned. So we've been able to kind of get a few of the little guys in the pipeline of production and happening, but there is a lot more that we're not going to show quite yet, but a lot more that we will be showing very soon. The Kickstarter is slotted for November to coincide, hopefully, with LegionsCon, and it's going to be able, like, you know, like Pat was saying, there's so many new things coming to this show, and it's very exciting, a dream come true for me to, you know, finally have these guys on my desk.
Yeah, after years of teaching this.
Congrats.
Thank you.
I like that. I like that a lot. I mean, I have a lot of little figures like that, so I don't want to call it little, but I mean,
no, they're tiny.
So they're big in what I saw. Like when I looked at it, I didn't look at the whole planet. Like you know, he stood out in his environment, which is awesome.
So, like I have a Craboth right here, and as anyone in Glyos knows, they're on the smaller side, and this is him next to a Craboth.
Even
like
smaller.
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah, they're tiny. I've also got
buddy.
like Matt has been running his little mites, and they're a little. The mites are just a smidge smaller, like about a head smaller, but they build very nicely together. And these things, despite being so tiny, I've got the crazy privilege of getting James Groman to sculpt them along with other aspects of this line, who's just incredible. I mean, he's a legend. And when I first talked to him about it, he was like, "No, I'm just doing like big stuff now. My eyesight's too bad." And I was like, "Come on, let's give it a go." And he absolutely crushed it.
Sure.
Do you envision the chest of this bot to be like a screen that would like be displaying
absolutely
data or something?
Yeah, I have all sorts of plans for like hopefully different tampos, like different like little bleeps and dots and lines kind of showing displays. And he's also got on his flip side, he's got a little like computer device that
Oh wait, hold on, one sec.
oh
Keep
yeah,
it up.
a little computer device. They all have
Oh, cool.
have backpacks that come off and swap around.
Oh,
And
nice.
Pat was really a big fan of this piece. David White of Mechazone, he helped with that robot because he's so good at kind of mechs and techie stuff. I mean, it's his complete MO. So I've got kind of this dueling line of stuff where a lot of the organic pieces were done by James Groman, and a lot of the more techie bits were done by David White.
Glyos Polly Pockets.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm not laughing at that.
You can definitely fit them in your pocket for sure.
Will the Dio pieces be part of the Kickstarter? I'm assuming yes, right?
Yes. So we'll have one Dio piece initially that's part of the Kickstarter. I've got some resin, and 3D prints here. It's the swamp base. It does have swap out plant monsters. So we got one with like an opening mouth. And it also will flip over and kind of stand up and be a nice little stand, like a launch pad for the rocket ship.
Nice.
Awesome.
And you can start doing some pretty crazy stuff with this. I mean, they do stack, and you can get like mountainous
nice.
things and really get some height on it. So it's like you can have dinosaurs down here and guys looking out up above, and that's really
important for your shelf too, because a lot of times, I adore order, but symmetry is not always great. So when you want to display things, I always find weird odds and ends to pop them up. But this completes that environment,
Absolutely. And the ship opens up and can turn into like a tower that can be like a little like gun turret, and kind of shoot down at the dinosaurs that are like, coming up, attacking.
Nice.
There's a few other kind of hidden functions in the ship. We put a lot of sort of hidden, not necessarily Glyos connection stuff in the line to sort of push it as far as we can.
Can you fit a figure inside that cavity, like inside the ship, or?
Absolutely, you can fit. In most cases, you can fit two. So you can have like a little space crew. That's one of the kind of planned items in the Kickstarter, is a ship that has kind of the commander and like a drone robot with them. So absolutely.
So Dan, this is obviously Glyos compatibility because that's the stream we're on right now. What's the POA on those guys?
So great question, Cappy. We've got most figures have several points. Everyone has a head. And these guys were originally just a little bit smaller. Like they were more on the mini side of minifigures. They were closer to like Bitfig size, which they're still pretty close, but they're just a smidge taller. But we wanted to up the size just a little bit to allow the heads to play with a lot more Glyos lines. So we've got the heads, arms on them, and a lot of the kind of more humanoid ones do have a back port and included back pieces. We've also got, obviously, ports in the feet. And there are some kind of other items, like we've got these heavy boots, so you can get some height variance in your figures. A lot of the figures have, kind of trademark Glyos reversible heads. So we've got the Roto-Robot, but there's also a kind of more evil drone. And a lot of these guys will come with some extra parts to sort of got other alternate robot arms.
Yes.
And some other stuff that we won't show quite yet. I guess we can show this guy. We've got a little pterodactyl.
Nice.
Yes.
And if the Kickstarter goes okay, there's a character that has like a falconer's arm that he can fully kind of clip onto.
Nice.
And there's also like a little spot on this base where he can sort of hang out and just kind of perch up. And especially if you build up a mountain, it's like he's on top of a nest. So yeah, there's just a lot of stuff that we really tried to push the playability. I'm a guy, like, I love, of course, like, we love Glyos. Like, we like to mess with the things with our hands, and these guys have a ton of things that you can do with them, even though they're so small. So
would you do one simple swap for me there? Put
Sure.
the dino head on the aeronaut.
Absolutely.
One of my favorite swaps.
Well, and I've seen some of the builds that Dan's done with these guys, and just because they're small, there's so much stuff he's done that just blows my mind.
Yes.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, so
That's awesome.
You can wind up with like a whole squad of dinosaurs. There's a few other reptilian-esque heads, and if you start mixing and matching, you can have like a whole squad of troopers versus a whole squad of dino guys. I'm getting ready to show some crazy stuff. We didn't want to, Cappy's giving me the look like, shut up. But
When
we got some exciting stuff to show.
when you put the turret up there, we started getting comments like this: Paleolords teaches you to murder dinosaurs for no reason.
There's a reason.
and-
There's always a reason. It's
Brett-
not
Brett
necessarily
said-
a good reason.
I mean, did you see the teeth on that guy?
Brett says I'm going down to that planet, and I say we kill all the dinosaurs. There we go.
You got something to say about the mobile infantry? Yeah. There's definitely a lot of the whole thing is just set up as a complete and total war. There's lots of lore to kind of establish all sorts of different battles and kind of different factions where it's dinosaurs versus dinosaurs, troopers versus troopers, troopers riding dinosaurs, versus dinosaurs. We can do it all, and we will.
That's a good point. With a lot of people's collections getting huge and unwieldy, smaller little figures.
Oh, you mean like a 3-foot dragon?
Fill in the spaces. Yeah,
But
seriously.
I have to figure out where to put from the scene.
Yeah. Fill in the gaps with the little guys.
Sure.
And we need to do a test to see how many of those little guys you can fit in your pocket.
Right. Yeah.
Oh, we got to get Matt and Jesse Moore to do that challenge.
Oh, yeah.
They have legendary pockets.
Yeah.
Cargo shorts and whatnot.
Yeah.
So I can answer this question. This is Koki, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
She's asking if I missed it. Sorry if I missed it, but where is the Kickstarter? It's not up yet, but it will be up if everything goes right by LegionsCon, correct?
Yeah, that's certainly the goal. If if the stars align, it might show up maybe even a little bit before that. If certain things don't quite click into place, but it could be a little bit later. But it will be very soon. We are finalizing everything up, kind of just making sure that we launch the campaign with the best possible, view for success, and make sure that everything is kind of worked out before we launch. We were talking a lot about that today, just kind of figuring things out in terms of exactly what to do and when to do it. But yeah, I'd say I think it's very, very likely. I mean, it is absolutely the goal that by the time we're walking around at LegionsCon, or if you're kind of checking the internet at home for pics from LegionsCon, it should be up. Certainly.
Nice. Yeah, and it'll be good for you to have like a little like check out my Kickstarter on your table, like.
So yeah,
spread that word.
The one kind of preview set that we will have is I've designed a nice little like box for it, and there's literally like, oh, you bought the set? Well, there's a QR code on the box to just hopefully keep you buying. At least check out what else there is, because there's a lot more planned. There's right now the only thing like on the internet is via Instagram, Paleolords Instagram, and of course I'll be spamming everyone and everywhere with it once it goes live. So, and
I should mention, everybody who's watching right now, if you're not already following these guys, I have all of the links down in the description of the video. Just go right down below, open up Instagram and another tab, and just start following these guys.
Yes.
Yeah.
And any relation to Stephanie Suarez?
Yep, that is my mom. She told me she might be watching, so hi, Mom. Shout out to Mom.
Nice.
It's very creative. I really like what you did.
She's been very supportive in all this, and so is everyone.
That's
I mean,
cool.
I talked about James Groman and David White, but it's been a small army to put this together. I mean, Pat and Cappy have been instrumental in it. Like, it would not be happening without either of them. They deserve, honestly, as much credit as everyone else. Same thing with Sam from Angry Hedgehog, and of course Matt, and honestly a lot of other people too. So there's been kind of like a Avengers team of toy designers brought together to work on various aspects of this and kind of make it as good as it can be. So
everybody's saying hi to your mom in the chat right now. So.
She's gonna love
that. Hi, Mom.
What's this question? Did I miss it? Will there be preview figures available? Yeah, there will be. Yep.
Yeah, would you show those 3 guys again, please, Dan?
Absolutely.
Let me do this. Yep.
So there will be a set of our little Roto-Robot, our Dimetrodon, and our kind of central character, the Arcship Aeronaut. And this will be a 3-pack in a cute little box. And we might have another little surprise at the show as well. You'll just
are these factory run figures or are these 3D printed figures?
These bright blue ones are test shots from the factory. Just got them in a week or 2 ago. So this is exactly what you'll be getting, just in different colors. They will be in some. This little preview pack will be in some previous Glyos colors to kind of just emphasize the fact that, like, yeah, you can absolutely pop them on, even though they're tiny. They work really well with, like, here's a Glyon from Onell.
And they're production figures. They're not.
Yep. Yeah, to clarify Bill's question, the ones at LegionsCon, this 3-pack will be factory production figures.
Cool.
Sweet. That's great.
Good
job.
Good job, Dan.
Really.
And it's not just
very creative.
It's not just the 3 figures. Dan touched on a little bit. There's like alternate robot arms and stuff in that pack too.
Yeah.
But you'll have to come to LegionsCon and see them,
right,
to know what all's in the package.
Some surprises.
Yeah, they've all got some extra stuff kind of packed in. So
nice.
So, Gavin, so is he saying he's not going to be at LegionsCon and he needs someone to pick up, or is he saying he's going to be there and he needs a side person, like you bring your mom to like buy extras for you, right? Is that
why so many girls go to LegionsCon? Joking.
Gotta get somebody to stand in the line for you.
Right.
And, get what you want.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I need like 4 mules at LegionsCon. I need 1 person to wait in the line to get into the main hall. I need someone to get into this 4 Horsemen store, and then somebody to build the armory night for me, and then somebody else in a line to get me some Glyos.
I made the mistake of asking Sam to go get me something the first year we were there, and he literally showed up 4 hours later with it, and I was like, I had no idea what I was really asking him. But he did it. He did the whole thing, and I feel bad. I still owe him something. He disappeared all day.
I bet.
He was in the line all day.
Yeah. Oops. So, but I've still got the toys, so it's cool.
That's all that matters.
So I don't want to forget to do this. so let's do the second giveaway of the torn robot. Actually, let me pull it up one more time. Let me remove this, add this, and go back to this. So this is what the giveaway is for, the torn robot. And back here. All right, so give everybody like one last chance to get the hashtag in there. And if you win, email me at podcast@dorklair.com, and I will forward your address over to Cappy, and he'll send that out.
Thanks, Cappy.
Mecca Rive says the only guy with mech in his name should win. We had another
Not
mech.
wrong.
Mecha Rekka was here too, right?
Oh.
I think
Yeah.
so.
So now they have to fight. Two men,
Right, yeah.
one man leave.
They have to battle, yeah.
They have to battle.
All right. Yeah, there's Mecha Rekka. Okay, all right, here we go.
He said my middle name is Meg.
We got 50. Nice. That's a good number. That's a good percentage. A lot of times it's like half, but 50 out of the 62 is solid. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Good luck, everybody. Let's see who the winner's going to be. Diego.
Yay!
Nice.
Good job, Diego.
Speaking of Four Horsemen Studios, Diego, what's up, man?
Well deserved.
Oh, I have a question for Diego, actually, if he's still here. Diego, let me know, are you still here? Because I have a very specific question for you. Completely unrelated to all of this.
Okay.
And no, I'm not going to ask you to do some.
What is your favorite color?
Customer service thing. It's kind of customer service.
Oh,
Yeah,
jeez.
okay, he said-
Was it really? He's like,
All
I'm
right.
off the clock.
But it's an important one. All right, so let me go. Diego, this is a Jacob Marley test shot that I did not order. It came in my order, and I'm trying to figure out if this was intentional or accidental, and if I have somebody else's Jacob Marley. It's been a long time. I had asked Jeremy to ask you. He probably forgot. But because it's on my mind, I want to ask you because it's been sitting in his bag, and I just want to know: does this belong to somebody?
I'm glad you won't steal toys from other people, Bill.
That was my
That
big
means a lot. That warmed my heart. It did. Very good.
Diego says, "I can't believe I won." it was intentional. Okay, cool. Well, thank you. It's a very belated thank you. I did not. I should have contacted you. I had asked Jeremy a while back, and I'm sure he's so busy he forgot. But okay, it belongs to me. I appreciate that. Okay, finders keepers. Yeah. I wanted to make sure because they're very limited, and if it was meant to go to somebody else and it got put in the wrong box, I wanted to make sure that person got it.
That's for doing all the Figura Obscura reviews, you know?
It is a Figura Obscura test shot, and it is a wonderful test shot, and I'm super pumped. Glyos, that is mine, Bill. Give it to me. All right, so other Glyos news. So there have been some other drops. There was a drop today, in fact. Toy Pizza put up some figures. So this is it's a diver, but it has some of the Goss armor parts with it. And that's available right now on their site. And then we have a Cray with some other parts, some vac metal wings and sword, and some various heads. It just doesn't show everything it comes with, but these are up right now on the knightsoftheslice.com website for everyone. This is not exclusive to the Patreon. These are up. And then we have 2 more figures. And the storyline for these is absolutely hilarious. They're like these influencers who are like trying to sell real estate after the destruction of Sub City, and it's freaking hilarious. It's worth it to go to that website just to read the bio of these 2. But yeah, so those are the 3. Well, there's 4. These 2 are separate, but those are the 4 Toy Pizza figures that were just put out today. I haven't checked in a while. I don't think anything's sold out, but let me know in the chat if they are. And then we got Spy Monkey. This was a fairly recent drop, maybe a couple weeks ago. I love this one, the egg.
Hilarious.
It's so good.
He's awesome.
Yeah.
I saw someone put him in the Mangler egg.
Nice.
That's
the
perfect.
best idea I've ever seen.
That's perfect. Yeah.
And I think the face, whatever you want to call it, on this one is the like glow in the dark.
Yep, that glows.
Yep. And they also have the Uzarian oil. I forget what they call it.
I don't remember what that guy's name is, but he's awesome.
Yeah, super cool. Black oil or something like that.
Slick.
And then I just also wanted to say that next week we're gonna have Marty and Matt on the show. Matt is gonna appear for the second time, and I'm super pumped because the last time he was on, it was a fantastic conversation. So that'll be next Wednesday. Now, usually we're Thursday nights, but so this week, tomorrow night is the Legions Ladies. Next week I'm playing D&D, and I moved it to Wednesday. So it'll be, as usual, Jeremy's show will be on at 7:30, and then he usually gets off at 9, so 9 o'clock for this when we go Wednesdays. It's a Glyos extravaganza.
Are we impeding on the like talking conversation show now, or the talking?
I think that show isn't that show like 5 minutes long? I think it's like I think it's like literally like 5 minutes. So I don't think
the conversation about the conversation earlier in the conversation prior to that.
And I have a feeling it's going to become like a thing where they're going to be like, well, now we got to do it. Let's just do it and get it over with. Kind of. So it looks like people are excited for that stuff for next week.
Yeah.
Bill wins the rating war over them. I don't know, man. I mean, the Legions guys might not be, although I think now, especially now, the overlap is getting bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. I think between the Legions community and the Glyos community.
Yeah. Yeah. After LegionsCon last year, we saw a lot of new names, a lot of new people testing it out, and then coming back for more. It's awesome. It's really cool. So.
Personally, I walked a few people over, and they're like, I don't know what I'm getting. And, I'm like, okay, well, kind of know like what factions they like. I was like,
yeah, I left out Funkatello. I apologize. I was waiting for the for the graphic, and I don't have the graphic yet, so I forgot. And then I forgot to mention it. But yeah, so MJ is going to be on again as well, returning to the show. So Marty and MJ Marty's been on a couple times, and MJ was on one of those times. So yeah. So yeah, it's gonna be fantastic.
He's done a lot of new stuff this year too.
I did. Speaking of Glyos and Legions overlap, I did forget to mention when we were talking about my new Mischievor drop, the all new Mischievor figure has a head sculpted by a name you guys might find familiar. What's his George Gaspar?
Oh,
nice.
Someone named George Gaspar sculpted one of the heads for me.
Oh, cool.
So that'll be on the new Mischievor figure.
I'd like to see his take on it. Yeah.
It's awesome.
PJ Bartlett, yeah. I want to get more. I want to get everyone. At some point, Steph, we're going to get everybody on.
Okay. Definitely.
Rock the gas bar.
Rock
the gas bar. Rock the gas bar. I have a gas bar skeleton right here.
I don't know him personally, but he seems to like the bizarre, and I adore that. So, yeah.
Oh, another one.
How many? What's Titans? Okay, you got
just
the
these two.
one.
These are the only two Titans I have.
I scored a patina one. I don't even know what it's called. I call it the patina guy. But...
Oh, look at that! Hold on, let me big you.
Yeah, that was an O'Neill release.
Oh, look at that!
Oh, was it?
Yeah, nice score.
My camera sucks, but yeah, you got the idea.
Yeah.
So they hang out together. They hang out with the demons.
Now you gotta get a Matt Stein skeleton to put next to it.
I do. I saw he's doing well in painting a bunch of them. So, because I think was pretty. He had very limited supply last year, or he did it after. I can't remember, but once he was coined the Patina King or whatever, he did it well. So,
Yep.
I don't know if you're going to answer this, but where to go? Okay, while we're still here, was the skeleton hand inclusion in the accessory pack part of Cappy's new guy at LegionsCon?
Calm.
Cappy?
There's silence, so I'm going to say answer that question. Okay.
I'm going to say no. The only way to get that hand is through the Reaper kit.
Yeah.
Okay.
But it straddles the fence there a little bit.
Mm.
Well, the thing about the Reaper kit, I mean, we'll just say it because you guys have all seen it. It's the accessory kit for the new Mischievous.
Thanks. I'm intrigued.
Diego says, Patina Turner.
Patina Turner. There you go.
All right, so before we go, anything else? Any other news or anything you want to share? Anything you're looking forward to? What for you guys? What's something about LegionsCon that you're excited about?
Other than just seeing my folks again.
Yeah, like the con itself. Like, what about it?
And who did I send out last time? Oh, Gabriel. You guys all know Gabriel.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I'm looking forward to more custom cats. The Jaguelians is what dragged me into Legions.
I do like his stuff. Yeah.
Like I said, I do love Legions. I have some of the figures, but I'm a small figure guy, so the 6-inch scale I kind of steer away from.
Right.
But because I like cat people, so I got Gabriel went out on the floor, got a couple of custom cats for me.
Oh, they were for you?
Yeah,
Because I remember I was like, oh, this.
And then Patrick, I saw pictures of Patrick. See, this is the noob that I am. I saw pictures of Patrick Boyle's table, and he had a cat on there. So I just blindly, I think through Facebook, said, "Hey, can I buy that from you?" And he goes, "No, but I'll paint you one."
Oh, that's
bad. I was like, "Cool, that's really cool." I had no idea that I was tagging a name out of the Legions crowd.
Yeah,
a big name.
He's the sweetest.
To do a custom piece for me, and he did, and I love it. So that's one of the things I'm looking forward to is cruising the floor, finding more custom cats.
Yeah. For me, I really love. I love play sets. Like obviously, I'm making little play sets. I love like world building essentially, and I don't have a ton of space, so I don't have like Cappy. I don't have a ton of 6-inch figures. I love going so I can see the crazy dioramas that I mean, Four Horsemen puts together, of course, but also all the other people doing the customs. I mean, I saw one last time that had like an infinity mirror and a pool, like a running pool. Yeah, worked into it. And just being in a place where you can see like table after table after table after table of just these massive, like, you know, I couldn't fit one of those into my house. And you're at a show where you're seeing, you know, 50 or 70 of them. Like, I love looking at that stuff. I'll just, you know, get real up close and kind of stare at them like a weirdo.
Same.
And I love it.
And what's cool is a lot of them will tell you exactly like, oh, I did this, I did that, you know, and you can tell like, if you don't love something, you tell right away. So, you know, in their work. So there's lots of love there.
Well, the creativity there is nuts. You leave that show jazzed, like really jazzed. So like for us who are constantly creating, to be around all those other people that do the same thing and just talking to them, you just leave that space like super revved up.
Yeah, that's kind of the infection that you want, you know, the infectious vibe, right?
Yep.
Yeah. The good kind.
Yeah.
Not the bad kind in your stories, okay?
Well, and on this year, I'm going to be there for Legions. So I want Legions figures. I want more. I'm really excited about this year's build station stuff. So build
it's much more. I think it opens up much more creativity on the because you have the torsos, like the flesh parts, right? And then last year was all armor, but now there's like leather mixed in, at least a little bit more leather than last year. Yeah, I think it opens things up a little bit more for like
I picked up
characters.
two of the knights last year, so getting those, then I can.
What colors did you get? I'm just curious.
I got red,
Perfect.
red. What was the other color?
Did you get the green?
Or
black?
Yes, green.
Okay.
Red and green, Christmas colors.
Nice.
So, but yeah, pretty awesome.
Yeah. Fun.
Yep.
Thanks,
I
guys,
think
for coming.
I thought the red was like,
You like the red a lot.
I going into it, I was like, oh, the green. I want the green. We've had red. We don't have a lot of green, but like just seeing that red in person and the way that paint came out, it's
a nice maroon, like maroonish.
Yeah.
I had to think because I got back and took them apart, and I took the red and made some zombies. So I just took all those extra zombie parts and mashed those up. So I've got it's pretty rad.
Sick.
Yeah.
All right. Well, that'll do it. So again, everybody who's watching, please go down into the description of the video, follow all these guys, check out their stores, their sites, follow them on Instagram and so on. And it's 2 weeks away, because Wednesday, a lot of people show up on Wednesday, because a lot of people go to the Thursday intern for a day. And then, really Thursday night, everyone else shows up, because Friday morning is G-Con. So we are basically 2 weeks away at this point, which is just wild.
Well, I hope you guys have fun.
Yeah.
Thanks for coming.
Yeah. Thanks for coming on.
Thanks for inviting us. Yeah. Appreciate your support.
Always.
Definitely. See you.
All right, everybody. Until next time, may the
Thank you
force
so
be
much.
with you.
Bye.
Follow me.